attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the designated grid square.
User entered your channel.
Greetings. Just in time.
In time for what? Explosion?
Expulsion?
Explosion.
No, just me getting back up from my nap from all day. My brain's still hurting, but
I'm about to take a Tylenol.
not the only one.
Hooray!
Mine's not Tylenol, it's a leaf, but
Close
still
enough.
technically, yeah, they're technically the same thing. It's just different name.
Close enough for government work.
Yeah. Is there a gel caps or just normal solid?
Gel caps.
Same with mine then. Bottoms up.
Mm-hmm. Drink alcohol with. Just joking.
Even I know better. Obviously, you crazy. I have tequila and all that shit, but I wouldn't even do that. You trying to make your head fucking hurt even more?
Maybe. It said do not drink 3 alcohols a day. While on this, I'm like, what?
Bang. 3 alcohol or free alcohol?
3, yeah, free alcohol. Do not drink free alcohol with this.
Free.
It's 3 alcohol. 3, as in the number 3.
Tres.
Eh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
Post game.
You was talking for a moment, and don't ask me about Stonehearth.
Oh, I'm hosting a game, so.
Bar?
You know, a game.
The game. What game? We got many games we play.
Well, it's a game we were playing last night.
Ah, yes, and Q hasn't said anything that if he's got it or not.
He's not saying anything, then he obviously hasn't.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Contemplated of actually sending it.
I was got to look at something. Load. Game. I probably clicked on the wrong one, didn't I? Standard. Internet.
User entered your
Host.
channel.
Hello,
Load.
Ghost.
247.
What I was doing just now, rolling my blunt.
That looks right.
You know, today is a really harsh day.
Alright, let's see here.
So, my order for grocery was supposed to be here between 11 and 12. Them motherfuckers get here early.
Isn't it better they come early than come late?
No, because if they come early and if I'm not home, that means I have to run my ass back home.
Yeah, that sometimes happens.
And I wasn't home today when they came and dropped off my fucking food and all this stuff, so I had to force march my ass damn near fucking into a fucking run. Most people will think like, oh, he's fast walking. It's my normal walk.
Look, no, man, I'm running. The groceries are here. The groceries are here.
Groceries are here. I damn near want to fucking go into a shrimp. I know my buddy won't allow it. Well, it's more of trying to race against time because 1, not outside. 2, don't trust my neighbors. Like the newest one that came in, that moved in yet, right, like literally right next door to me, is a fucking weirdo.
Hmm.
The nigga thought while my uncle was hanging downstairs waiting on me, he thought he was waiting for him to disappear so he can go fuck his wife, which is fucking weird.
That sounds
Like,
fun. That sounds
right?
like the fun brain type of person. Right? That's fun
No,
brain.
it's a stupid brain. It's like, that's not logical, even thinking. That is straight up fucking stupid thinking. Nigga sitting on the bottom of the stairs waiting for his nephew to get here. He's been here multiple fucking times doing that. You guys seen him too, multiple times with me. Yeah. Thought that.
Hooray! Let's see. Well, you can get Civ Beyond Earth on G2A for $5.
Oh. I haven't used GT for so long.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Don't worry about it.
I'm like, oh, G2A. Oh, man, it's been some time since I used them.
Yeah. You guys accept... Yes, you do. That's excellent.
Except what? Credit card? No.
PayPal.
Oh, yeah?
That's all I was actually worried about. Do you guys accept
No.
PayPal? Yes. Excellent. I will go for that.
PayPal.
Well, it worked. And here's the thing. I don't have to put my credit information in. To a slightly sketchy site.
Yeah. How about say? Well, they
Think
kind of
about it.
But for G2A
Yeah.
or for PayPal?
Your G2A.
PayPal's already been a little sketchy once. I never used it.
Well, they're less. Look.
A lot more sketchier than G2A.
Here's the thing. To me, they feel less sketchy than G2A. I mean, at the very least, they're the likelihood of them. I don't keep money with them. I just use them as a payment transfer service. That makes sense?
Yeah.
I actually don't.
Hacks into it.
It's fine. How I have it set up, it's a bit.
We're gonna force it on the queue, right?
Yeah, I already did it.
All right.
I already shoved it down his throat.
Better wake your ass up and get going, man. It's only.
He'll show up one day.
Or 8 o'clock for you two.
Right, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock for that, but probably 8 o'clock for you.
I have no idea.
And it was in Pennsylvania. I heard that. I'm like, wow, you in Pensy? I stayed there for a month and a half in Gettysburg during the winter.
I stayed there for a couple of days. I never want to go back.
I haven't went back since.
Oh, wait a minute. You're ready, aren't you?
What?
You're in the game, aren't you? No, you're not. I don't see a chat.
I was waiting for whatever you're doing with Q.
Oh, no.
And
We'll be playing this. We'll be playing this. It'll take Q 6 years before he'll show up. And then he'll wonder what's going on. So it'll take some time.
Why are they talking in the background about me?
Mm-hmm.
Because we want you to come and join us, oil.
What kind of games do they have on G2A? I guess you could buy Windows 10 Pro for $26.
That would be interesting. I actually needed an official version of it.
Oh yeah, you still need that, don't you?
Yeah, Yeah, because ever since I put it in last time, it just don't want to work.
Well, you can get a Windows 10 Pro right here for 67.
Hmm.
Or you get Windows 11.
True. No, I haven't talked to my fiduciaries for almost a year now.
Ever since you got the computer.
Well, that's almost it's almost going for 5 months now, going to 6. So that's almost half. I talked to them because it took me like a month or 2 just to get it going.
At
Remember,
least.
certain things were having issues, like the case.
Yeah. The case was the biggest problem. I honestly feel
Knowing
bad
that
for.
I had to go on away for
I
a certain
know.
amount of time just for it to show the fuck up. And then the first time was to go to show up because they were taking forever. They're like, it could be this, and it kept on bunching back and back and back. I'm like, okay. Right on my ass.
I feel bad for that one. I do. It's a good case, though.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It was it worth the wait?
You know, yes.
Okay, well that's good. As long as it's worth the wait. You love how easy it was to build inside of it? I'm sure.
Certain parts were easy. Other parts were such a pain in the ass that sometimes I felt like fucking snapping things.
Well, good thing you didn't snap things, because that's a very expensive thing to snap. Snap. Uh-oh. That was $100. Yeah, that's $1,000 part. Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's only one piece in it that's almost $1,000.
And that's what's running the game right now.
Yeah. I ain't gonna snap that anytime soon.
No, I have a feeling you're just gonna baby it.
And other things, I might snap. But that, no. That cost me a little too much for that one.
And that's called the baby part. It's gonna, you'll rock it to sleep if it wants to be rocked to sleep.
Rock it to
Those
sleep.
things.
Hell, it rocks me to sleep.
Yeah. Does it stay fairly quiet for you?
Oh yeah, it's quiet as hell.
Well, quieter than the old one?
Really quiet. It's so fucking quiet that I forget that's even on half the time.
That's good.
The only way you know it's on is when the lights start fucking roaming around. After that, you never know if it's on.
At very least, do you hear fans?
No, I don't even hear those. Those are so fucking silent.
I know they're silent, but whenever they're going.
They're all going, and I don't hear one. I can see them running, but I don't hear them.
Okay.
That's why I say it's fucking quiet as hell. You could forget the damn thing's still running.
That's what I was worried about. I was like, are they running?
Oh,
Yes,
they're running.
yes,
It's just really fucking quiet running. I like to hear like the wing. Normally hear.
Yeah.
So fucking quiet. I'm like, are you? I start tripping. I'm like, are they even on? They are.
They're significantly quieter than what you're used to. Then that's good.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about.
The only time I hear anything is usually when the graphics card, like when it's heavy, is when it'll start really revving up. And I'll hear that once it starts revving up. That's only it. After that, you won't hear it. It's just that rev up from a different graphics card. And it's like when it's clicking in, shit like that. That's all I hear from it. Waiting on.
Oh, sorry. I'm purchasing things with energy.
Territory.
No.
Units.
No. I have a small problem next to one of my borders that needs to be eliminated via liberal application of torpedoes. I'm not gonna fight you. You are a. Where are you? Yeah, I'm not gonna fight Kraken. Screw that.
Kraken takes a long time.
Yeah, I ain't bothering with that.
I should know. It's the fucking time I hit it. It's just like, what was that?
Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with that.
Barely does a fucking scratch on them. So I'm like, yeah, you might just leave them alone until later because they don't really do anything really.
No, if he
They're
doesn't,
more
if
of a
he's not,
nuisance than anything else.
if he doesn't attack my stuff, I'm not attacking him. That's
So
my
for
game.
Most of them, they're just gonna come around my territory. They don't attack. They're just in the way. So, eh. Oh, Ghost is in the chats, but Q's not replying.
Of course he's not. He's a very important man, don't you know?
Or he's too important to be talking to us.
Oh, wouldn't
Us
you be important?
plebeian.
Wouldn't you be important if you were him?
No.
Oh. No. Those ultrasonic fences aren't doing anything.
They won't start kicking.
Okay, Marines, how do I set you guys to defend? Wait a minute, is there not a defend option with you guys? Oh, you're stacked. Okay.
I haven't figured out how to fucking put them on defensive mode, huh?
No, they're just stacked.
Stacked.
Yeah, they were on top of another unit.
Huh?
And, you know, I'm used to being the one where,
The only things
know-
I know can go into the same space as others is the worker.
yes, I'm used to playing, I'm used to playing right now Civ, 4, where you could have a stack of 1,000 running around
Yeah,
and do funny things like, oh, you have a doom stack of workers. Oh boy. Or a doom stack of other things that are even more terrifying than workers.
right. But I wish they never took it out. Best thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
That's how you start little armies and shit. That you have the legionaries. Oh, talking about that, I was listening to how the formation of legionaries and all that, how the whole setup is, and god damn, a legion alone could be a fucking whole army on its own.
What are you talking about? 40K or real life?
Real life.
Oh, yeah.
Legionaries.
Okay, fortify.
Just the size of a legion is just so fucking massive. I'm like, dude, it's technically a little more than what we usually do in a military base today.
Yeah, but that's because you require more today.
Well, not more today because we don't house hundreds
No.
of thousands of troops in one place.
That's I mean you require less today to do more.
Yeah. Do more than we did back then, yeah.
Yeah.
Like then,
That's what I meant.
For all of it, they had, let's see, it's like for every fucking hoplite or soldier, there was always one slave. So every single fucking soldier had a slave. Then you got the mule that carried all the heavy stuff. But so a unit is eight soldiers, 8 slaves, 4 mules, 2 tents, or 1 tent. I'm like, well, that's interesting. That's like a whole unit. But units today now it's only 4. It's a 4-man team. Sometimes, if you're lucky, a 5-man team. Field Team 6. 5-man team.
Oh yes, the city is starving. I know. There's nothing much I can do about it though.
How's your people starving?
I'm at -11 on the health thing.
Let's see. I'm in 0.
Yeah, I'm in.
Enough room for the rest of us, mate. I'm not the one with the largest army, right? Freaking.
I don't have a large army. I have a.
You have a large empire, but not the military. Back it
Okay.
up.
I accept these peace terms.
Oh, we have peace now? Thank
Yeah.
God. Dipshit.
Yeah, it was a 0-0.
I know, I was trying to do the same thing, but they're like, no, we won't do peace.
I was
You're
like,
making a
oh,
mistake by trusting them.
look,
they're,
I'm not.
all of them had the relationships drop because we made peace with them.
Look, I don't want to be at war with
Same.
him.
But no, apparently they're sanctioned. He's at war with everyone, damn near. He was at war with us. He's at war with Utama. He's at Sakar, the Gifison.
Oh, okay.
This nigga's at war with so many fucking people, it is hilarious.
Wait a minute.
What the
How do
fuck is wrong with
I?
them?
Oh
What are you trying
right.
to do?
Oh right, I can do this.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, managing my personality traits.
Oh yeah, I might want to do that myself. I've got so much. I've got diplomatic capital. Got a lot. Food, global domestic developer. You might want to go for that.
What?
For domestic developer.
Let me get the alien adaptation, then I'll do it.
Well, I was talking for the domestic part. There's
Oh,
domestic, character, political, and military.
I ran out of diplomatic, so I can't buy anything else. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a little bit for that. I'll get it, but just gotta take some time, okay?
Political. Who held for each of agreement initiated by you. Trade routes are increased. Cost to purchase unit buildings for the energy. Okay. I guess I'll do the culture then. How did you run out of freaking your political shit anyways?
I bought a bunch of I bought some stuff with the political, and then I bought some I realized I could spend political points buying upgrades for my personality upgrades. And I just spent them all on upgrading special personality, not realizing it. Over more. It'll be fixed, don't worry. Like now my aquatic cities have 75% more defense, strength and costs 75% less to move. Nice, right?
Hmm.
And you have that too, because that's something that can actually be traded between the both of us.
Deal for my trade routes? Money, baby. Definitely my personal trade. Original idea what I was going to do. Yeah, decreasing. I don't have a military. Or am I big? Suddenly, point wise, I can really just swap over to straight up pure military and just handling shit. I don't feel like doing that. That's just the easy way out. Not colonial, I'm imperial. No, I didn't realize, but the faction I chose. Oh, oops! I forgot the character. Hong Su. Fucking Chinese. I would say the Chinese Republic. Bring back the Republic. I think that's actually what most of the population for China right now is actually China. It's falling apart. It's falling apart. We're not hearing that anymore because it's such a fucking occurrence that's always every day. That's like, fuck it. You already know what's happening. What's the point? Didn't we? You making petroleum?
Yes, I have petroleum.
Lucky. I got everything but petroleum going right now.
I can actually get another petroleum spot if you really, really would want me to. And trade it with you.
Talking about the spot that's next door to me.
No,
if it's in the water.
I just got one spot in the water.
Well, I was saying if you're going to put a spot down like a city, no, there's a spot that has a good amount of coverage. Oil. It's called petroleum, but what?
And on alert, cruiser,
Petrol.
I'd, yeah, that city's still starving. How much money do I have? Not
people
enough.
Fucking starving, dude.
It's
I was telling you to do,
Dunkal.
like, okay, so I'm at +8 for health.
I'm at -10.
The reason is because what I picked for my traits, those traits on it, I was telling you, boost it up. It's 3, and because of it, it gives me a 3% boost for productions in all my cities.
Okay, but that's gonna take time because all I have is 410 diplomatic points. I gotta get back up some diplomatic points. Once I do that, I'll start doing that. But right now, I can't.
I was at like 40 something fucking diplomatic thing, but right now I'm at 58 in total for income for diplomatic, but I'm only doing 28 right now because 30 in total right now is being spent on diplomatic agreements.
I'm getting 30 from diplomatic agreements. I'm making 45 from city output.
Yeah, because both your diplomatic agreements are from me.
No, I'm getting diplomatic agreements from AIs, from every AI.
If you're only getting, I can check you right now, see what you got. You. You have no agreements right now with anyone.
No, I have some.
Okay, the game just scared me for a moment.
How'd it scare you?
It went black screen for a moment, like making me think it was gonna like it was crashing or something.
Uh,
I was like, fuck.
wait a minute, how do I spend my affinity points?
Your affinity points.
Yeah.
My affinity. You go.
Oh, well.
Upgrade units. There you go. You want to go to upgrade units.
Oh, I have to upgrade you? Okay.
Yeah, that's for covert ops. Alright. Covert, yeah. They go to different irritations. Like, I've got 5 points into Unity, 4 into Red, 3 in Security, and Supreme. 4 for Security. About to hit low for Harmony. If you have Harmony, you are more. The beast will leave you alone more.
I know, I was going for purity and harmony.
I have so far already it's Purity and Harmony. The Supremacy is getting closer to level 4, but Purity's already level 4, going to be level 5 eventually.
I have level 5 purity and level 5 harmony. I think. Oh. Anyways, I'm ready.
Yeah, like there's a sea dragon in my territory. They're not even attacking my shit. They're just sitting there. Just, yo, Pasta, what's up? How's it hanging, people? 5% science.
Oh, thank God, I have 1 plus health. Thanks to, something I got.
Let me take that free technology.
How'd you get a free technology?
Don't ask me. I just do my buildings and shit. Eventually, if you do enough of them in all your cities, you get an event. And if certain events will give you a fucking free technology. As long as it's something that gives you like a 5% bonus from all your cities for science. Like, no.
Yeah.
You have the option to do the 5% bonus or free tech. I'm going free tech.
Alright, I'm about to get a agency.
Nanotechnology's done.
Yay, nanotechnology. You just picked the one with the longest lead time, didn't you?
The ones on the outs of the map, of the tech map, are usually the longest ones, and the longest ones out of them is augmentation, bioengineering, and nanotechnology, astrodynamics, cybernetics, hypercomputing, field theory, planetary engineering, artificial evolution. Last one, but at least, well, there's 2. Energetics.
They kill a siege worm.
Oh, siege worm.
Well, there's not one on this island for whatever. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can unlock, what's it called? I forget. Oh, getting rid of miasma. I forget which one you have to do to get.
I thought you already had that.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, whenever you're ready.
I'm redoing my tech tree shit. I think I'm gonna do the same thing of harmony and grade available. Harmony got to 6. Heck it. So I had to do some upgrades for units right now for harmony. Oh, my marines became something that's very deadly for brawlers now. They like a 10% damage to enemy in. about that, I was filling up all my queues from my cities again. They were getting quite. It just declares war on everyone. You know, Seth, I think if we get far enough with the harmony, our troops can eventually just not even be bothered by miasma.
I know. Brown nursery.
Do you got any carriers?
No.
Got 3 of them right now. Gotta put the fucking jet on. Oh, needle jets now. That's
Yeah,
before the other was packet jets.
I've had no need to worry about that right now.
I'm in the water most of it. I have to, kinda. Oh, it sounds like he was back.
You don't know that.
True. True, it is just.
But what if I
Oh,
am?
there. Now we know he's back.
See, there he is. He's back.
But what if I am back?
See, I told you. I told you he was back.
How'd you know, John?
We heard the doo-doo-doo.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know why, but sometimes the headset like reactivates and it does that. It like resets and then it reactivates the mute I had turned on, and that's what you're hearing. So it's not necessarily proof that I'm here. It's just my USB's fucked, I guess.
Anyways,
They
Q, I
said they're
sent
gonna
you
send me
a,
a. They said they're gonna send me a wireless headset to replace my old one.
All right, Q. I sent. By the way, I sent you a present. So.
Yeah, I seen it on my phone when I was cooking. So I just put it in.
Did it work?
Yeah. It's installing.
Are you sure it worked?
Yeah, it's installing.
Hooray!
I'll give it a shot.
Guess how much it was?
$2.
4. Close enough. $40 on Steam, $4 on G2A. And that's why you go to a third-party marketplace, even though Steam doesn't like you doing that.
Well, a lot of people do that because there's a lot of people. For example, usually it's the same people that give you shit for downloading an abandonware game or an emulator.
No, Steam doesn't like, because Steam doesn't get money for the set transaction.
Mhm.
That's the only reason Steam doesn't like. That's the thing.
Hmm? What's that?
What?
Say it again.
Steam doesn't get the money for the transaction.
Well, yeah, they do.
That's why Steam doesn't like.
Whoever bought the key, the money was already there.
I know, but they get a percent, so that means we bought it for less. That means they get
Yeah,
less
but you can buy
percent than-
Steam keys outside of Steam, and Steam still gets the proceeds from it.
That's true, depending on where you got it. I know it's more of a joke than anything.
It's the same fallacy as people saying used games are stealing. It's like, no, whoever bought the game already gave you the money for it. That's not how that works.
No, it's not.
It's like that old
And
lady
you
from
guys
that
stop
thing.
producing. And you guys stop producing the CD keys. Anyways, the CDs to buy the game, so who cares?
Exactly. It's abandonware's abandonware, but a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, oh, what's that? You want to play an MS-DOS video game from 1986? Not 1986, but you get the point. Well, too bad. You're going to have to find someone that's selling it as a scalper for $3,000 if they're selling it. Otherwise, you're a criminal and you need to go to prison. And it's like, go fuck yourself, you little prick. You know?
Mm-hmm. How about if someone made, say, a new DOS game?
I wonder
Because,
you know,
Well,
I
then
don't
it's
think
its own
gonna take
thing,
long
then.
For,
I mean-
for Q to download the game. in the
Operation
first place,
complete.
so.
Job well done.
A lot of
Oh, shit.
people. There are people. A lot of indie devs make a lot of games like replicating some of the old DOS games.
mm-hmm.
Like
Well,
Wolfenstein and Doom wasn't on Windows to begin with originally. There was an
What
early
type of
version of
world
Windows,
are we
but it was
going for
primarily
this
used
time
on
with Q?
MS-DOS.
I have no idea, John.
Hmm?
Oh, we're saying what kind of world are we going to throw Q on?
Do either there is a Pangea type.
Preferably a hell world.
A hell world. What are you talking about?
Volcanoes, lava, everything. All the fun stuff.
Oh, you're talking about straight up.
I think Q would feel more at home there.
Alright. Especially the way he likes to fucking play in this. Yeah. I think he would.
What's going on?
Speed, very speed. Wah! It's too hot here, let's go!
We're joking with you, Q.
Yeah. Now, how much more for Q?
Who knows? Which John Simple? John Simple. Oh, there's John Simple. No, do it.
Huh? What? I didn't do nothing. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
you
took
did.
Grant.
You did something. You did something horrible.
Oh, they declared war on us again.
What? Why?
Because the fuck Tart doesn't understand shit.
What? South America. The South American states. What? I think you're just from the South America. I'm just go South America. You have the glint of someone from South America. A crazy glint. Yeah, Brasilia.
American.
Okay, well. You're a jerk. I'll give you that.
Covert agent identified. The covert agent belonging to Avison Protectorate has been identified in Donsang. Really? Yeah, we can't, advise, man. Everything good, Seth?
Yeah, I'm reading something.
Well, at least we know when he'll be done is when he gets on, so...
Hmm.
Okay. Or that. Alright.
Attention to the designated grid zone! Weapons release.
Bitch, you still
Weapons
have to be here.
release.
Why the fuck are you going to war with us, you dipshit?
Oh, is he trying to get peace again?
Oh no, he was just like giving me applause, like, oh, your military mate is supposed to be freedom, blah blah blah. Man, why the fuck are you war with us? Shit. God damn. Huh?
What? Uh-oh. Someone's reestablished communications with Earth.
Dropping. Dropping.
You know, it's really weird when both your science advisor and military advisor are telling you both build military units. Alien evil shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, my scientist advisor is like, build more submarines. Lots of fucking submarines. Every single city I have free goes putting more shit into is like scientist, submarine, submarine. Every single fucking one. Build more submarines. I'm like, he wants to peace. Ha ha ha. Fight peace, a clear victory. Goodbye, Brazil. automatic facilities producing food. Eh. Who's agent this time? Oh, fella. The people that contacted her, they captured their spy, killed it. No remorse.
John?
Hold on.
Oh. Just curious.
Oh, I'm just gonna go for one of the victories. We're actually not that far off. That's why I was in my tech tree going around trying to find stuff. Like how to get here. I'm like, which ones I need. Alright. So I'm only making producing 3 petroleum right now. Guessing you're being hammered something, huh? Again?
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Person does not understand is back.
One more effort and victory will be yours.
All I have to say is, hear my military might, my unmerciful. Lend myself my to that lip.
Calm one, release weapon.
Back off, Levi. You got tricked out cookies earlier. My cookies. Why? We the fuck over there? Oh my. Alright.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Yeah. One of my submarines just got killed by the so-called enemy. Due to the fact that I didn't even know I was all over there. I left it on a freaking scouting apparently, and it just like went way the fuck over there. I was on the cord and got trapped. I don't give a fuck about that one. Put himself in that position, that incompetent of a captain. Right, Seth?
What?
So one of my subs was right by so-called enemy's territories.
Oh.
Surrounded by its navy.
Hmm.
Because it was on explore mode, but it decided to go all the way fucking over there where so-called enemies at and get surrounded. And literally just can't go nowhere. So I'm like, well, no, of course, he dead. We have no recognition of that. We don't know. He wasn't incompetent.
Poor John.
Lost his ship because it's incompetent captain.
Poor captain. Oh boy,
Yeah,
I'm
captain.
down to 1 now.
Oh, for your
One.
health thingy?
Yeah. I used to have 9, but now I have 1. Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need 950 more. Okay.
For less traits?
Yeah.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
I have some battlesuit warriors. I have a
Seen
total
that.
of 2. Woohoo!
Yeah.
I just spent a lot of money on workers. I just bought a ton of workers. Because I
just
need
put
more
them in
workers.
No, I only got one dude for battle suits going at the moment because I got other shits.
I need other things done before war. It's funny, we're at war and we're so unthreatened that it's just like,
Hey, look at you little sub compared to my sub.
What?
By Wanchaja, whatever it's fucking pronounced.
Oh, I really don't care about my subs, or if I have a sub.
I can see it's still the older fashion. I'm like, hey, that's actually a purity form one.
Mine? Oh, give me a second. I gotta fix some. Oh no, my sub isn't.
It looks like a purity.
No, it probably is. Let me look. Yeah, it would be pure. Oh, I haven't even.
You ain't
Paired.
fucking with that shit, have you?
No, I don't have enough in it. It's a hide hunter.
Yeah, normal sub.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me.
Hello there, kitty. What are you doing?
Hey, what am I?
A thorium reactor. No, I need another pharmacy lab.
We have captured a zone.
Pharmacy. I just need more pharmacies. Pharmacies help. And they do drop at. Oh, dang, I'm down to 3 now. -3. Excellent. Health. It's also probably because I expanded quite.
First time we expand, it does that, but
I mad expanded. I got a bunch of cities and just forced, made a bunch of settlers and just sent them out again.
yeah, I only built a few here.
Yeah, I only do this like once or twice. Once the city gets big enough, I'll start,
Pull up. Pull up.
Alright, dipshit, make peace with us. You killed one of my subs because the fucking captain was incompetent and put himself in that fucking situation. Huh. Okay, who spies, oh, the Ark? Oh, Susan. Must be cooperating, dipshit. Of course, no. The only thing about the AI for this game is I think that was the only reason it put me off after for a while. Oh! Hey! I know thermite. Ask me what that shit does. That's 5 capital. I love me cookies. So sad. One of these days, I was thinking we should go and try to play Half-Life 2, the co-op thing again.
Oh yeah, it's always.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I was playing on Left 4 Dead 2. No one returns to Ravenholm. All that shit. I was going through the whole map, and I'm like, man, this makes me want to feel like playing fucking Half-Life 2 and freaking Seth.
Well, Half-Life Black Mesa, Half-Life 1.
I thought about getting that, but I don't know if it's co-op or not.
It sort of is, sort of isn't. It is.
I wish we do a co-op one version. It'd be nice.
It is for the most part.
Haha, I got me own battle suits.
Fuel mass is at 500 kilograms.
The champ. Turtles.
Bingo fuel.
That's sad.
What?
Oh, can't trade between each other for like shit. So I'm like, oh, that's
Negative 11 health
That's
in my
right.
cities. That is painful. And I'm just trying to build these things up. Like, seems like every time I add a health thing, it doesn't help. Whatever.
No, it's hard. I'm a bitch.
It is.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
All we're doing is I don't really mind doing it.
What?
Never mind, I'm just gonna look at Black Mesa.
I think it's free as long as you own, or it's maybe cheaper. Oh god. I shouldn't have alt-tabbed. I'm sorry.
I have dual screen, remember?
Yeah, no. No, the problem was is my Steam tab was my Steam was underneath that dual screen. I mean, underneath the main screen, so I was like, oh.
Oh, see, my main screen is for gaming, but everything else is on my secondary screen, so I don't need an alt tab. I have it, borderless window.
This
Full
game
screen,
doesn't.
but borderless.
Okay, there we go. There's Black Mesa.
Oh, yep, there it is.
With $20.
You already own it?
What, Black
It
Mesa?
says-
Yeah.
It says cross-platform multiplayer, online PvP.
Yeah, I own Black Mesa. Why wouldn't I own Black Mesa?
It is a co-op thing. I will be very happy about it.
I can't remember. I think you have to do something very stupid to make it work. I'll have to look again because I remember it being like me and Q doing it, and it was very, very stupid.
Anyways,
For what, Black Mesa?
Yeah,
I think it's only a single player game.
it is. And there's PvP,
It,
multiplayer.
I think there's some servers that you can get on that have the story on it, but I can't. I remember it being kind of
What game you talking about?
Black
Black
Mesa.
Mesa.
Yeah, there's co-op, co-op servers. Co-op mod.
Yeah, I remember
that
that.
servers run. Yeah, Seth and I, we
Okay,
still haven't
that's
finished
all you
playing
know.
it. By speaking of which, we didn't finish that.
No, we didn't.
We didn't finish our co-op playthrough.
That was fine for me to know. That just gives me more incentive to actually just straight up purchase it.
Victory will be ours.
Well, let us check to see if those servers are still going, because we'd have to host our own otherwise.
Well, I wanted to get it anyways, but blah.
But there's other games you could get that we can all play together too, you know?
I know,
Several
but
that
Black Mesa's fun.
Yeah, not only that, I was telling that I wanted to play Half-Life 2, the co-op all over again. That shit was because I was
Okay,
playing.
yeah. There's also
You
Sven.
don't go back to Raven.
There's Sven, and then there's the Half-Life 2 co-op thing. So that's also, still a thing that happens.
That's what we were talking about earlier. Was the Half-Life 2 co-op?
Yeah, because
Dark-
that's free though. You don't have to buy Black Mesa for that.
Oh, okay. Is this actually?
See,
Dark Tide should be released in a few weeks.
Sven is for Half-Life 1, and it also has there's also people that's made like custom modes and stuff. It's pretty cool stuff. Oh, hey there, Ghost. It's nice to see you back after 235 years.
Just realized that.
Don't judge me.
Dark Tide should be releasing in the 30th.
What's that?
Uh, it's like Left 4 Dead, but in 40K.
Mhm.
It's like, do you ever played Vermintide?
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
It's like that.
Yeah, I didn't really care for Vermintide.
The second one
And
was
then you have
really
the
good.
Gary's mod co-op stuff for Half-Life stuff too. Let me see here. I'm trying to pull up
Gary's
the mod.
The shit that YouTube put me through on that thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone loves the sinking ships.
No, just straight up putting me through apps and shit.
Ah, yes, I love putting you on that singing ship too. It was great.
Fucking pain in the ass.
So you broke it, and then it was sad
It was
because you
fun,
couldn't, you couldn't help but use the gravity gun when I specifically told you not to use the gravity gun.
Hey, it's not his fault. It's too much fun to play with it. Okay.
There's all kinds of little mod
Look
things they
into
have
it.
in the game too. Like there's this one called Empires, which makes Half-Life 2 like a strategy game kind of thing. And then they have update. All kinds of. They even made a science fiction one. Unique strategy first-person shooter. Anyways, I'm trying to find it. It's here somewhere.
S2 is contacted as content.
There's one for there's a
The
co-op
home
thing
world.
for Half-Life 2. I know it's here somewhere. I can't remember what it's called.
Well, I had my wish list was at 50 games. Now it's only at 49. I got about 36 minutes for Mesa.
Oh boy, Mesa's interesting.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's called Synergy.
I'm cooperating with 2 of the AI now.
At least I think that's what it's called.
I denied him from being good relation to only. I'm a dick.
What's that, John? You like pretzels? I feel you, man.
Hey, Q,
Pretzels
what's
are
your
dope.
download like?
Oh, the thing. It's done. I was just eating. I made something to eat, and then
Could have ate while playing.
yeah, I was downloading, John.
We're waiting on you to come.
I was downloading, and then when it finished, I wanted to finish up this War Thunder Simulator battle.
That's what they all say before we toss them off a cliff.
Hey, nobody bothered me. Everyone on both teams just accepted the fact that we're just fucking around and bombing. Nobody killed each other. It was great. I only get that once every few times, and every time you guys pull me away from it. So I wanted to at least finish it.
We had to, Q.
Every time I find a good one like that. Also, I wanted to finish eating, which I didn't do because I got sick to my stomach, so I'll finish it later. I made some hamburger helper. And then I was listening to a YouTube video and I got nauseous, so.
Yes, but our job is to take you away from things kicking and screaming.
And then I got
Preferably the
obsessed
kicking
with
and
landing on
screaming.
an aircraft carrier with non-aircraft carrier planes. I landed 2 bombers, the Arado and the Junkers.
The Junkers? Yeah, it's a piece of junk, I know.
Not this one.
You're just like, not. They
This one.
probably.
Oh,
I said
never mind.
not this one. This is a different
Yeah, then-
Junkers.
Yeah, but then you hear the name and then you're just like,
The Stuka might have been
Unfortunate
a
name.
golden standard, but it quickly got outdated, and the person that was going to reform it got mysteriously crashed, and
I like
the
how
particular
people
guy that
mistake-
wanted to keep making more Stukas was very, very encourageable about making more Stukas. It's kind of bullshit, but it is what it is.
almost like it's not a good idea to live in in a country like that, especially
Well,
for your
Russia
health
had
and
it
safety.
worse.
Oh, I know Russia had it worse. We're playing a who's who had it worse.
Well, I mean, look at what the guy that got the Focke-Wulf going did. He got it sorted too little, too late, and without the proper materials to make it the way he wanted to. But it still is considered one of the best, most feared fighters in history.
Did he get mysteriously disappeared?
No,
Probably after
he made a deal with them because way before the Battle of Britain, he was like, "Hey guys, look, we're gonna need a second fighter. I think we're gonna need a secondary fighter line for different purposes." And they're like, "Nah, that's resources, and we're doing fine." And he's like, and then he kept trying and trying, and then he eventually said, "You know what? I hit up a bunch of local carpenters, and they're down for this. It's not going to cost you anything. I'll find some old junky engines and try to soup them up and rebuild them. What do you say about that?" And they said, "Yeah." Because it's not coming out their pocket.
That sounds like the same story as the Britain one, where they made planes out
Mosquito?
of wood. Yeah,
I think it was the Mosquito. I can't remember.
yeah,
It
it
was
was the
one of them.
Mosquito or something like that.
Yeah,
They
they
had
made
a
it out
wood
of
that was
people's
ready to
garages
go.
or some
Yeah,
shit
it was
like
made-
that.
It was made in a garage out of, and the pilots who had it loved it. It was, it did its job fairly well.
Yeah.
It basically just became a tactical bomber or reconnaissance plane, but they did love it because it could just outrun almost anything.
Yeah, it was an attacker and it was lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the Focke-Wulf,
mean,
they did a
you
lot
can't-
of things with that are that was pretty good. They had a cone shape for the air intake, which made it almost impossible for the engine to overheat. At least not by outside means. And
Poking a couple of holes in it will make reheat.
yeah, that'll help dissipate heat. Anyway, it was like a cone shaped thing. Like he designed into like the incoming air, which was better than what we were doing in America as far as like air intake goes. And it was just in the front of the plane. Like we didn't have any extra. They didn't have extra scoops in there. And it had a lot of guns. And its construction, it had a low stall speed, so it was able to maintain various maneuvers. And it was quite
Like
fearsome. It
It
started.
like flipping over during combat. I mean, flipping over during takeoff. It really loves doing
Enemy
that.
forces eliminated. Nice work, comm team.
I'm just joking. I just love making that joke.
Yeah.
You take off and it just immediately flips over like floop.
Well, it was pretty well liked. It and then after the first variants, it started getting more and more available to it, to where it started being improved, and then we eventually got the TA-152s, which evolved from the Focke-Wulf Doras. You could tell because as you look up the different variants, the fuselage starts getting longer and longer and longer, gradually. Especially once you get to the Doras.
Probably as more money come into them.
Yeah, a little too late. People were starting to realize that maybe it was worth trying to invest to, because the BF-109 at that point after the Battle of Britain and stuff, they were pretty much like after a certain point up until it got to like the G's and the K, they were pretty much just swapping parts around, just trying to make shit work with it, instead of just completely rebuilding it, redesigning it, which they did a little bit here and there, but it wasn't enough. Now it was still pretty good and viable, but you run out of shit too much, and the BF-109 and the Focke-Wulfs were some of the easiest to maintain planes ever. During that time too. That's that's why a lot of countries used them even after the war. They're so easy to make and maintain. It's so easy to get to the different parts. Like they would design it so that if you needed to replace the engine, you could just pull it out instead of having to take the whole plane apart. Kind of like the hood of a car or something. You just open up the hood and you just lift the engine out. Well, I know it's more complicated than that, but you know what I mean, Seth. It's a lot easier than having to split the plane in half and cut it in two sections that I hear that some others had to do. You know what I mean, Vern?
I guess.
I didn't know that though. I didn't know that until recently. That they were I knew that there was like a reason why they were considered so good, and maintenance was one of them. But I didn't know to what extent until somewhat recently. Cause I probably just forgot, to be honest with you, Seth. I've been going through so much shit recently, and I'm still going through some stuff right now. But yeah, I found that fascinating. And I think the P-47 was pretty decent to maintain, if I remember right. At least as far as accessing hatch for the engine, right? I don't remember, but either way, my thoughts on the BF-109 after the F and the G, I think they were just trying to swap some stuff around to see what works, and some of them they made too heavier by just adding stuff. Because if they would have rebuilt the BF-109s a little bit, the structure a little bit, they could have redesigned the airframe a little bit to compensate for that extra weight, in my opinion. Well, anyways, that's what Focke-Wulf was doing. They redesigned it slightly every time they made extra adjustments or added stuff. Isn't that fascinating, Seth?
I guess.
Well, here's something to be proud of. If it wasn't for America and our supercharger engineering, Britain would have been in a lot worse shape if it wasn't for us helping them and rebuilt their engine for them.
part of me actually kind of likes how it took all of America's stuff and kept taking the supercharger off.
Yeah, until they completely rebuilt one together. Like when they rebuilt the Merlin engine and then combined it with the American engine design stuff, and then put on the American superchargers and shit and turbochargers. That's when the Merlin really became what the legend turned it into. That's what became the legend of it, you know? They're like, oh, a Merlin engine upgrades. We have got the better Merlin engine. It was the best in the war. It's like, yeah, but you got that engine because we did it for you. You know?
You guys really didn't want to put a turbocharger on there for some reason.
Yeah, they had to rebuild the plane. That's why.
Boom, boom, fast.
They had to accept that there was a flaw with their stuff and that there's a flaw with their plane design. And they had to redesign the whole plane frame to compensate and take advantage of new things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably part of why, I assume. That's my guess. My guesstimate of why. Because think about it, man. You're at the brink of losing your entire country's defense force. You're gonna really just sit there and be like, do I really want to start rebuilding and make a whole new industry line for something that we're not confident in? You know what I mean? Even though America kept sending them all the stuff for it themselves, they were still like, you know?
I know.
At least that's my guess behind it. At least part of the thing. Because Britain was actually pretty close to falling apart as far as the Air Force goes. Like they had planes like just stuffed in wherever they could, and then they'd roll them out. Which leads into the other question about the incompetence of the guy in charge of going over Britain. You know? And they knew about radar. They knew what radar was. They knew it existed. There's documents and pictures of the radar's installations being marked. But they just ignored it. They let it be. And which I think falls back, because remember I told you that guy that kept wanting to keep Stukas going? I think he was the same guy or in league with the guy that was in charge of the Luftwaffe going over the west coast of France. Someone else was going to do it, but he pitched a fit or something. Was it Goering? Was that his name? There's so many
Goering
different
was in charge of the
Yeah, but Seth, there's like 3 different Goerings, I think.
fat one.
Yeah, the fat one. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the fat one. The fat one's the one that was allowed to stay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of just stopped. They kind of stopped their campaign, and the incompetence of the person telling them where to bomb, and then the lack of the Focke-Wulf coming into action is some of the biggest factors. That like as far as like a general consensus goes among those different particular points of contention, were the biggest factors involving what happened there. You know, because if the Focke-Wulf would have gotten instated, it would have been not the same Focke-Wulf, at least by that point in time, or at least to some degree similar, and it would have gone very differently. That is a very that is a generally accepted consensus among several of the stuff that I looked up about it with different documentaries and shit. And a couple of them were from Britain. A couple of those documentaries were from British documentary people. You know?
What? I have a pending diplomatic transaction. Oh, there we go.
And considering how much damage the Focke-Wulfs did, considering the Allies already had air superiority and stuff, I can see why they would say that. You know what I mean, Seth? People were pretty nervous about them. They also had better landing capabilities than the BF-109 too, because the wheels weren't centerline. They were they folded out from the wing on the outer edges. It was much easier to land the Focke-Wulf than it was the BF-109. At least, under stressful circumstances and stuff. Now, the BF-109, they may not have redesigned the whole plane to compensate for certain things, but they did make adjustments to the airframe a little bit here and there. And they got creative with their turbocharger process. They would use water injection. And the BF-109K at high altitude can actually outperform the P-51, given that it was, used like it was supposed to. But you know how it goes when you're dwindling pilots and stuff. And resources. I'm gonna go use the restroom.
I'll be back in a moment.
All right.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I have immortals. Is that nice?
Oh, good for you. I already have those.
I have like a handful of them going around removing problem children.
I have my ships going around cleaning
Oh.
up a bit.
Also removing problem children.
Hmm. Seems like Q's not going to even join us on this.
He might, but unlikely. Unless he decides to show up, of course.
Yeah. Black Mesa's got 3 minutes. That's one thing about turn-based games, the fact that they don't really take a lot of computing power. You can download shit in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we're playing, like Rise of Nations, same way.
I launched the laser satellite. That means I'm in communication with Earth.